Bro, you monstered your truck, you idiot! Okay, fine, that's better than a weapon. Hey anyone, welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where tonight we're watching the final episode of Echo. Even though there was a major gap in between me watching the first 3 episodes and me finally finishing off the show, it's been super interesting. Nothing like what I expected it to be. And I expect her to come back and have a reunion with her family. She clashes with them. Fisk is he's alive and a much more parental figure that he's trying to be in her life. There are superpowers from her ancestors that's in play here. And she's not trying to escape the criminal life. She's trying to take over Fisk's empire, and it's just nothing like what I expected it to be. But regardless, it's time for the last episode, where, because this is a Marvel property, you know she's gonna have pissed off Fisk enough that he's gonna send his goons after her family. There was that big powwow that they set up during the last episode. That's gonna be the source where the finale is gonna be set, because the goons are gonna attack there, and she's gonna have to protect her family and blah blah blah. Her grandma's making a nice suit for her, and powers, whatever those look like, those are gonna activate. All right. Before we get into it, gotta thank my members. Randy Norton 3215, Icebreaker Man, and my dad. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and the channel. I really appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to see more of my content, especially my reactions to Marvel shows like this, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you don't want to do either, then let's just get into the episode already. So, flashback. Interesting to look at a woodpecker and not be able to hear anything. Oh. Some kind of early life lesson from her mom. Don't kill birds. Maya. You shot a rock at that thing. What else would have happened when you shot a rock at it? Well, she goes on to harm plenty of living things. The Biskinic. What sign would Biskinic be, or Choctaw? Well, you were definitely going to hear the woodpecker peck if it's going to be an alarm when enemies approach, right? I'm sorry, what? Maya, how did you not remember this? Your mom had magic healing powers right there. Even if she does get magic healing powers, it'll always haunt her that she could never have them when her mom died.
I bought in a sewing machine a few years back, and I was just wondering
if maybe... So he just turns around. It's like, yeah, it's been sitting in the corner this whole time.
This how you treat paying customers? It's a wonder you got any business at all.
Bro, you asked for your sewing machine. There it is.
You still have it.
Yeah, I didn't put it up for sale.
Why?
Because you'd start doing this again eventually.
Didn't I?
Oh, Fark.
Let me help.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Fisk and Whisk. Why, you dumbass?
I haven't seen you around before. You here for the powwow?
Yes, he is, unfortunately.
You sewing?
I try for my niece.
Not hard enough.
I learned for my daughter.
Wait.
Her name is Maya.
Was Maya's mom also deaf?
She's...
Damn it. Hey, Roxanne. Maya, you need to go home. Listen to Fisk trying to kill any other family you have so there's no competition. And I can't imagine keeping that contact on for as long as you've had it on. It'd feel like super dry and uncomfortable. Techno contact or not. Come on, man. Should know something's up. She ran away. And listen to the text messages, Maya. Well, that came up really quickly. Come on. Warning. Warning. Come on. Listen to the CGI bird. Let's go. So many shots of her riding a motorcycle. And you gotta ask, is the actress really riding a motorcycle? How many of these are actually just the stunt doubles? You really think it'd be that easy? Looks like a yes. That, or she just saw the costume. Oh, hi you. Are you in trouble? Oh, Mom. Echo, roll credits again. Mama Spirit. Why did it take you this long to come and talk to her? Did she really have to go down the list all the way to the most recent one? The thing about this, like, passed down family line superpower thing I've always thought about is, how does it decide which sibling gets it? Like, oh, down the women, right? It's like, well, what if you have two girls? What if twins? I should focus on the actual conversation. Every single person has been trying to tell her to stay here, to do with this, to do this. The only one that could properly break her down was her own mom. I love that. She's been describing traits and cutting back to the different women we've seen. In this final one, Love, we show Maya. Oh man, I do love its significance though. Every detail. Like, yeah, I haven't said this in a while, but I just adore how this show gives us a proper look at this culture. Right? You know, it's been weird to see it. It's the depictions over the years have been, you know, up and down, or mostly non-existent. So to have this it's good. Nondescript white fans, really? Could you be any more cliche? Oh, you're just in the middle of the parade. They're just okay with that. Back to her view. Can't hear anything. You can hear it. It's slowly. There's something. The beat. Oh man, it's rising. Just tense until something happens. I'm not talking much.
Do you have a gun or a weapon?
Of course not.
I got something even better.
I doubt it. How do you know anyone's in here to shoot? Hola, Wilson. Y'all need to get out of here. Your hand is shaking so much. No, everything you wanted to give her. That's a betrayal. I mean, that's really nice, but that's literally saying that they're a part of this. I am not a part of. They're not a part of this. They're a complete, total part of me entirely. There you go. The Forker admits it. I know Daredevil's coming back, so you can't die, Wilson. And somehow you're gonna run for mayor. Damn it. Maya? Oof. Now if they could see this, that would be so threatening. Huh? That's handy. She's sharing. Ah! I didn't know you could do that. Pretty cool, that. See, Wilson, this is what you'd never account for. What the hell did you do to your truck? Superpowers. Bro, you monstered your truck, you idiot. Okay, fine, that's better than a weapon. How is no one seeing that? Come on, man.
Wait, what?
Oh, fork. Ooh, she's healing him. Oh, I guess that might happen, but like, what'll actually happen? Will that fix his eye? Or you could separately fix his eye. Bro, send him back in time. The wall. He spent so much time staring at. I need to go compare this to Daredevil. I want to see like how well if they recreated the set from the Daredevil flashback. Also, is this the audio? No Daredevil shots in this.
Who you want me to be?
Come on, Wilson. Let go of your pain and anger and become an even scarier villain. and not burdened by emotional trauma. Oh, so the CGI bird is the same CGI bird from this. So, will you stay, Maya? What'll you do? I swear, this entire TV show is 25% her riding a motorcycle shots. Chill out, your girlfriend's coming. Yep, there she is. Finally back with your real family. Good for you. Deep gratitude to Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma for their collaboration on this series. I mean, I doubt this series would be anywhere near as good without it. I wonder if there's an end credit scene. Nope, there's a skip credits button, so of course there's an end credit scene.
There are legitimate problems in the city right now, and the voters want
There it is.
pain they're going through, who understands the
Mayor Fisk.
Exactly right. A bare-knuckled brawler would do well in this race. An outsider, somebody who is not afraid to take on the establishment.
As someone who's been to jail for several years, and who knows how he got out of jail.
Is that candidate even out there?
Oh,
No doubt it is
Four.
late in the process, but there's still a window of
Good job.
opportunity.
Now Daredevil has to deal with a Mayor Fisk. Well, that was episode 5, Maya. I'm kind of glad that Monster Truck showed up and kind of crushed the two cars full of gunmen, because it seemed like they were setting up a larger fight, and that wasn't the case. By having him crush them in one fell swoop, there was still a fight, right? She still summoned her powers. Things lit up, things were punched, but it was much more smaller, much more intimate, and the focus was more on her, her sharing the powers with the other two, and her healing Fisk. I mean, it doesn't look like she actually healed physically his eye, but she reached in, and it looked like she healed the trauma of his childhood, which is great. If this could be, okay, Wilson Fisk is done. He's been fixed. He's done. But no, if you've truly done this, you've made a far more terrifying villain. Because this is Wilson Fisk. This is his dramatic re-entry into the MCU. So they're going to keep him evil for a long time yet. They're going to keep him evil until he can fight Spider-Man. And especially, I don't know if you've heard the rumors, but we wanted that to be Spider-Man 4. That might be Spider-Man 5 now, if that ever happens. But let's focus on this show, shall we? This episode was good. This entire show it's not slow in like a bad way, but more peaceful. Right? A lot of the other MCU shows, they're action-filled or comedy-filled, or there's just something going on at all times. I made a joke about how this show is 25% motorcycle scenes, and kind of lets you sit with your thoughts, right? Sit with Maya for a little bit as she processes all these things that she's learning and all that's going on in her life. And that leads itself to a more slower and peaceful show. It's not a bad thing. It's just a different thing. And the show wasn't bad. And different thing is good for Marvel. With everyone's superhero fatigue, like having different things that are unique in their own way, and just, hey, tangentially there just happens to be a superhero in it, is how I see Marvel being able to beat the fatigue. Instead of same thing, new costume, it's like it's different things. But who knows if that'll actually happen. Maya has been super interesting as a character, and we have to see this struggle between her two families. Her real family, who she hasn't seen since her mom died, and Fisk, who, especially after he killed her father, he's kind of like forced himself on as like a surrogate father role, uncle, and he called himself, but still he tried to be her father. I guess like he couldn't. I don't know where Vanessa is in this, right? And they probably didn't know where Vanessa it was in this when they were writing this either. But he wanted a kid. He wanted his family, and this little girl that he kind of imprinted on was like, that was his family. I kind of think, going back on it, that flashback where he punched up the ice cream man because he was an ass to her, and then she showed up in the alley and like kicked him too. That was the breaking point. That was, I don't know, breaking point. That was the point where Wilson like really attached onto her because, that simple motion of her kicking the guy while he was down, that reminded him so much of himself and what his father tried to make him do when he was a kid. So her doing this willingly to sit with him was like a wow. This might be someone you can do this with me. You get what I mean. The Native American representation throughout the show was really great, and that's from a perspective of a complete idiot who knows next to nothing. Obviously, someone who knows more could be, more detailed. Oh, this was wrong, this was right. And the same applies not just to the Native American representation, but to the deaf representation and the disabled representation. All of the above. I'm next to clueless about it. From my perspective, I liked how much they showed. I liked how much they played into it and made us be with her through all of these things and understand all of these things in a way that other content doesn't really allow us to do so. Especially since in other content, people of this nationality, people with these disabilities, they aren't the focus characters, so we don't get the chance to really experience this. All I can wonder now is where we'll see her again. The whole special presentation or whatever they called it, and the way this show is formatted in general doesn't really lend itself towards a season 2 very well. So where will Maya show up again? If she shows up again. Daredevil, maybe? I don't know if they could bring her back. She seems to be like, I'm living out here in peace. She's got to earn money somehow. And she's got a certain skill set. So she might appear in Daredevil. Or anywhere else Fisk shows up, really. And, the big crossovers. I doubt she would show up. But we'll see. Who knows? She might walk through a portal. As of right now, I'm 18 minutes away from Agatha all along. This has been a long recording. I haven't recorded this much in a long time. And it's been fun to finally catch up on these Marvel shows that have been on the back burner for so long. I know that these videos won't do too well, but if you've watched through with me, thank you so much. If you've watched through Echo, if you watched through any of the Marvel shows with me, if you're just watching this video out of the blue, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Go say hi in the comments just to let me know that you got this far. Or don't if you don't want to. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. I hope you enjoyed this whole season of reactions, even though there was a massive gap in between them. What was your favorite part of this episode? What was your favorite part of the whole season? Where do you think we'll see Maya again? Over here is whatever YouTube decides to show you. Over here is a playlist of my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya!